Open Heaven Daily Devotional by Pastor Iye Adeboye. Today Wednesday, January 21st, 2026. Topic: Multiply. Memory verse: Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 11. Deuteronomy 1:11. The Lord God of your fathers make you 1,000 times so many more as ye are, and bless you as he had promised you. Bible reading: Genesis chapter 26 verse 12 to 14. Genesis 26:12 to 14. Then Isaac sowed in that land, and received in the same year 100-fold. And the Lord blessed him. And the man waxed great, and went forward, and grew until he became very great. For he had possession of flocks, and possession of herds, and great store of servants, and the Philistines envied him. Message: It is good to grow, but according to Genesis chapter 1 verse 27 to 28. Genesis 1:27 to 28. Your growth should be in multiples. God's original plan for us is to increase by multiplication and not just by addition. Increase by addition is good, but that is a basic expectation. For example, it is expected that a child should be promoted from one class this year to the next class the following year. However, if a child is moved 2 or more classes higher than his or her current class within the space of 1 year, that commands special notice. As a child of God, you are not like everyone else, you are special. And this means that you are not only expected to increase, but also to multiply in every area of your life. In today's Bible reading, we can see that Isaac sowed in the land, and in the same year, he had 100-fold harvest. Today's memory verse also says that God can multiply you 1,000-fold. In Genesis chapter 21 verse 1 to 7. Genesis 21 1 to 7. Abraham and Sarah had one son, Isaac. However, in Genesis 25 21 to 26, Genesis 25 21 to 26, the Bible recorded that Isaac gave birth to a set of twins. If you read further to Genesis chapter 35 verse 22 to 26, Genesis 35 22 to 26, you will see that one of the twins gave birth to 12 sons. In Genesis 46:27, the 12 sons had become 70 people. And in Exodus chapter 12 verse 37, Exodus 12:37, their number had increased to 600,000 men, excluding children and women. Child of God, stop limiting yourself by only seeking to increase by addition. Instead, you should aim for multiplication, because that is your God-given mandate. When I became the general overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, I was 39 years old. God had told my father in the Lord that his successor would take the church around the world, even though the church was only in Nigeria at that time. If I were seeking increase by addition, expanding to one new country per year to establish God's kingdom, the church will only be in about 45 countries at the moment, instead of the over 190 countries that the RCCG is currently established in. There was no way we could have achieved our God-given mandate without multiplication. Beloved, to truly fulfill God's purpose for your life, you should seek to multiply. He gave you the mandate to multiply right from the beginning of creation in Genesis chapter 1 verse 28. Don't limit your potential by having a mediocre mindset about increase. Trust God to enlarge your course exponentially, and by His grace, you'll begin to multiply. Key points: as a child of God, don't settle for increase by addition, rather seek to multiply. Bible in 1 year. Exodus chapter 17 to chapter 20. Exodus chapter 17 to chapter 20. In for today, there shall be showers of blessing. God bless you.